All we had was AM radio, right? Back when I was growing up.
You grew up over there. Can you tell why music started there? I mean, probably music, can you say it? Is it something to do with...
It was black music that came from gospel way back. And the old blues players would play it all the time. They had their own concoction and different tunings and different ways of playing their blues, as you can say. So the Delta blues, starting with, you know, I'd say Robert Johnson onward, you know, to like Howlin' Wolf too, and that skips a lot of time. There's a lot of pickers out there, you know. A lot of that had a lot of influence on the southern, because it was all from the South, Mississippi Delta. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You guys probably don't understand it because you're from Holland, but Mississippi Delta, that's where the sound came from. And so you have the evolution of rock and roll that comes from the Mississippi Delta all the way through, up through the Chuck Berrys and the Beatles and the Stones to where we are now.
Can you say
it's inevitable.
How important has Elvis Presley been? Because some people say he was really good, but some people say he stole the music. What is your opinion?
Who said I stole music?
No, Elvis. That Elvis, he stole it.
Elvis, of course. I mean,
from the black people. What is your opinion
on Elvis?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I was probably too young to probably get it. You know, with the Elvis days, he's on the movies and all that. You know, I was way too young, so I didn't get that at all. All I remember about Elvis was, you know, he had some good tunes, but at the same time, I really wasn't an Elvis fan. You know.
Well, you were saying 70s kid, rock music. So one or two bands that you say, well, they really, well, they are the soundtrack to my youth.
Well, see, now I've mentioned all those things that I talked about, right? With all the other music that happened. I lived in a little small, and this is the truth. I lived in a small town of about 1,200 people in a little peanut town in Texas. And all we had was AM radio, right? Back when I was growing up. And so I think like the second ZZ Top record, when I heard it on the radio, I just clinched onto it, you know? That was a blues to me, the way but in a different style, because I'd listened to the Rolling Stones, and you know, the Beatles definitely had influences of blues, but not too much. They were more innovators of pop culture. But the Rolling Stones definitely, you know, I had those records too, and you know, I could definitely tell, all right, well, this is a new a new kind of boogie, you know, it's a new kind of stomp, and I loved it. Heard it on AM radio. That's all I had, man. Yeah. You know, so. And from then on, I just, you know, I followed ZZ Top, and then, you know, here comes Bad Company, and, you know, and of course, I had to go back and figure out Black Sabbath and Zeppelin and where that all came from. Because that's more progressive, you know. Like the first Zeppelin record sounded to me more like Jeff Beck's Truth album. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know? But it was just Jeff playing. He's my favorite guitar player in the world, by the way. The other guy passed away, but that was Dimebag. He was my passion. But, you know, Jeff Beck was always my favorite, you know? So, it just goes back to, man, you see the evolution of how rock goes and how, you know, look what's going on stage now. I mean, you know.